Hello everyone, Sheepkiller here, and today I'm just going to be giving you all some predictions about the Pokemon Presents. I know it's happening on July 22nd, so it's still over a month and a half away, but I still wanted to just get this out of the way now. And this video isn't scripted, so it might be a little all over the place, but I'm just going to go over my predictions. I got a bingo board I'm going to show you all, and here it is. As you can see, there are some of my predictions here. I'm sure you've noticed there's some blank spots, and that's because I'm going to be predicting 8 Mega Evolutions. I know there's probably not going to be that many shown in the Presents, but that's what I'm predicting anyway. Now, before I go over this bingo board and reveal the Mega Evolutions that I'm predicting, I just want to give a general prediction of how the Presents is going to go. I'm sure there's going to be some mobile game stuff in there, and then after all that, we'll see Pokemon Champions, and then we'll get into info on Legends ZA. We might get a big trailer similar to what we had with Legends Arceus in, like, it was either July or August. But it was the big second trailer. I'm expecting something equivalent to that. Anyway, here's all the stuff I got on my bingo. There's Pokemon Go, that's pretty obvious. A new Evolution. I don't think this will actually happen, but I wanted it on my bingo board anyway. And then we got Pokemon Sleep, Filler. There's definitely going to be filler in this. There hasn't been a Presents without filler in a long time, if there even has been one. Pokemon Ranger, that's something that... one thing I want to talk about now is that the Switch 2 is out now. And it will have been out for over a month when this Presents comes out. So there is a decent chance, a non-zero chance, that they reveal some sort of new game for the Switch 2. Not a mainline game. I'm not expecting any sort of remake, or especially not Gen 10 revealed in this Presents. And I'm also not expecting any sort of ports or Switch Online versions of the older Pokemon games. Maybe we'll see something on Colosseum and or XC on Switch 2. I probably should have put that on here because those are confirmed for Switch Online for Switch 2. Those will probably be shown as well. I just now thought of that. But yeah, I don't expect any mainline games for Switch Online revealed. If that does happen, then it'll be on the next Presents, which will be in February of next year, which is the 30th anniversary. So something like that they would save for the 30th anniversary. They wouldn't have it in this Presents. But yeah, back on topic with the Switch 2, there could be a new spin-off game revealed in that, and with the mouse controls, there's always a small chance that that new game is a Pokemon Ranger game. You never know. It's more likely now than it has been since 3DS days. I'm not going to say it will happen, but it could. And then I got Pokemon Champions on here as well. 7-star raid and or outbreak. There usually is stuff for Scarlet Violet announced during this. I feel like those won't stop until maybe after Legends ZA comes out, but if not, if they still keep going after that, then they'll stop after Gen 10 comes out, which is going to be November of next year. And then there's Cafe Remix, Free Space, Fans Complaining, and then TCG Pocket, Pokemon Unite, Merch, Masters EX, TCG, and then we got 3 more random predictions here. Poke Park. I'm going to keep putting this on here until it actually happens. I also kind of stick by my prediction of Creatures Inc. possibly having a new game at some point, either next year or the year after. I mean, that wasn't my exact prediction last time, but that's what I'm updating it to. So with that in mind, that's why I keep putting Poke Park here, and now let's put Mystery Dungeon here. There's a chance that at some point we get a new game or a remake of Explorers of Sky. I feel like the remake of Rescue Team did at least decently well. If it did well enough for them, then there'll be another one at some point. Again, whether it's a new game or another remake. And then for my other space here, we got something completely new. That just means like a spin-off that's not from an existing series, something that no one ever could have thought of. Who knows what it could be? Just a wild card prediction of mine. It probably won't happen, but I put it there anyway. I don't want all my predictions to be safe, otherwise what's the point? Speaking of which, on to my predictions for the Mega Evolutions now. First up, we got Raichu. Raichu's my favorite Pokemon of all time. Of course, I'm going to put it on here. And then next up, we got Scolipede. Scolipede's a pretty good Gen 5 Pokemon. I feel like if we get a lot of Gen 5 and 6 Mega Evolutions in this game, then Scolipede has a decent chance of getting one. And same for my next prediction, Chandelure, as well as my 4th Mega prediction, Electros. You gotta just put them back to back. All 3 of those, I feel like have a pretty good chance of getting a Mega. Raichu, I mean, I really wanted to get a Mega, but who knows. And then next up, Dragonite. Dragonite hasn't gotten anything, so if any Gen 1 Pokemon other than Raichu is going to get a Mega, it's probably going to be Dragonite. And then next up we got Haxorus, another good Gen 5 Pokemon that I think should get a Mega. It got robbed of being a Pseudo back in Gen 5, so to make up for it, it should get a Mega. And then next up, another one of my favorite Pokemon, Skarmory. Raichu and Skarmory are both in my top 5. The other 3 I think have no chance to get a Mega, Vaporeon, Typhlosion, and then my other one isn't even fully evolved, it's Magnemite, but I don't think Magneton's going to get one either. But Skarmory, one of my favorite Gen 2 Pokemon, one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. I really want to get a Mega, I really hope it does. I don't know how good of a chance it has, but just because I wanted to get a Mega, I put it on here. But I feel like all of these Mega predictions have been a bit too safe, so instead of predicting like a Gen 6 Pokemon, I decided to predict a Gen 8 Pokemon, Phalanx. Now these predictions are just for this Presents, not in general. Who knows if the Presents will even show new Megas? I sure hope it does. I mean, it's been long enough. But I guess this can also be a general prediction of which ones end up in the game. But it's mainly just a prediction for this Presents. We'll see if any of these happen. That's it for my predictions for the Pokemon Presents next month. And that's really all I want to talk about. So that's going to be it for this video. I'll see you all in the next one.